point in our city. On Tuesday, we launched Imagine Boston 2030. Rebecca Manuel, the director's here. It's the first citywide plan in over 50 years. We launched that on Tuesday. Instead of being downtown and being an economic plan, it's a plan for equity across every single part of our city, on every single issue. We launched a plan in Uplands Corner in Dorchester to show that this plan is really about making a reality of what we want to do to that plan by using the equity lens in our capital budget, using the equity lens. When you think about the plan, I was talking to somebody on the way in and said, thank you for your, I'm not going to mention your names, thank you for your op-ed in the paper today. What about talking about the resiliency plan today? It's all wrapped within the same idea, looking through the lens of equity as how we think about the future of our city. It's something that's really important. That equity lens was informed by expanding our resilience strategy. This conversation has already changed how we do things. I was asked already by a reporter, what do you want out of this? This is not what I want out of this. And I want everyone to understand that. This is not about Marty Walsh. This plan is not about me. This plan is about Boston, Massachusetts. This plan is about the future of our city. This plan is about dealing with the challenges and the problems of the past, and how do we change it for the future. That's what this plan is all about. When we applied for 100 resilient cities, our core belief was that resilience lives in the strength of our social fabric, and the strength depends on achieving racial equity. Racial equity is a matter of justice. It's our responsibility in government to work for it. It's not Marty Walsh's responsibility to work for it. It's our responsibility in government to work for it. That's what we have to do, because it can't be one person. It has to be all of us working together. It also promises tremendous benefits for our city. The economic benefits with a stronger workforce and more innovators. Our cultural benefits as people learn from each other and become more creative. Our civic life benefit as we build trust and are better able to achieve consensus. Diversity is a strength, but only if you have equity. Equitable cities are stronger cities. We applied for this grant in 2014, but the story why we applied goes back even earlier. Starting this administration, we knew that Boston was long overdue on a conversation on systemic racism. I heard it as a state representative for one of the state's most diverse districts that I've represented, which is the district right next door to this. I heard it across the city as I ran for mayor of the city of Boston in almost every single corner of our city. Something had gotten, as we continue moving forward, some things have gotten better, we've heard that. But some very important things were not getting better. So we started to look at the data. When we talk about we're data-driven, yes, we're data-driven on making sure that potholes are full, or data-driven on making sure we keep track of how many housing units we're building, and we're data-driven on a whole bunch of different things. And we're also data-driven on seeing how people are doing or not doing in the city. The Black community has been saying to us, and also other communities of color. Our city had to understand, wake up and realize letting time pass is not how healing happens. By ignoring what the problems are doesn't help us. It's not how recovery happens. Anyone in this room who knows about recovery, you know that you have to deal with the present, but eventually you have to deal with the records of the past. If it works in recovery, and it works in trauma, of course it's going to work when you talk about healing an entire community. Busing was the flashpoint, but the problem was deeper. We started to look at housing discrimination. We started to not look at it, we heard about housing discrimination, job discrimination, unequal schools. People were separated by each other by race all across America, generation after generation. Just go by around the country and see exactly what's happening. Busing in Boston was a symptom. The disease wasn't cured. We look at the violence on our streets this summer, that's a symptom. It's a terrible symptom with its own cycle of trauma. It has deeper roots and a deeper kind of violence, a structural violence. That's why we're talking about so many issues when we talk about ending the violence, about youth services and poverty and public health. I laugh sometimes when I get a question about, what are you going to do about this? It's not that simple. When I say, what are you going to do about this, that's housing, economic development, violence, education, whatever the issue is, it's not that simple. You don't have an answer in one day. The resilient strategy that's in front of you today, the book, if you haven't read the book, please grab it on the way out, will shape our work on every issue and help us get to those deeper roots. It will change the way we think and the way we talk. It will shift our perspective, and it will inform every decision that we make, as it pretty much already has in the first 3 years of this administration. So the strategy is more than a report. The strategy, it's the work. It's the internal work on continuing to change the culture in government and the culture in the private workplaces. That's why when I say it's not about Marty Walsh, it's about how do we change the culture deeper than that. And it's work out in our community, not just in our neighborhoods of color, but every neighborhood. This has to be a citywide conversation. This does not have to be a Roxbury, Dorchester, Mattapan, corner area conversation, roll call conversation. This needs to be citywide. These are the dialogues that the TIA has been leading all across our city. It's a conversation that we made more public last fall, and I'm looking forward to advancing it this year. The strategy will show that achieving racial equity helps every single Bostonian, whoever they are. And it also shows true and honest dialogue is a form of action. It makes changes by changing hearts. We will show that we can trust and rely on each other in good times and in hard times. That's what resilient means. And that's why Boston is proud to become a more resilient city. I want to thank you all, everyone in this room, who had something to do with putting this document together. Thank you for your work. People in this room just here today, just curious about what's going on. Thank you for being curious of being here today. There are a couple of young people that are here walking around, you see them. It's about them. It's about them. It's about making sure that on this challenge that we have today, that they don't have to go through some of the challenges that people in this room have gone through. And making sure that we make the city more equitable, more racially balanced, and better for them, more opportunities. Now I'm pleased to introduce to you Michael Berkowitz, President of 100 Resilient Cities, and our biggest partner today. Thank you.